Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
And welcome to episode 71 of the Friday Chinwag. And today's topic is going to be about eBay and other platform account suspension and the importance of diversification. I will go into the chat and say a few hellos, but before we get into it, I just wanted to clarify because Beck was saying the title's a bit clickbaity.
It is. It's really clickbaity.
And I just wanted to clarify it's not anything that's happened to us.
Yeah.
But we just wanted to discuss account suspensions in general and the importance of diversification. Hence, why I don't think the title is clickbaity. But I think it is. Wait, it's just the title, how it's meant to be. So we're gonna have our difference of opinion there.
Yeah.
But no big deal there. No surprise.
Well, you're the one that comes up with the title, so I have to go with it.
Yeah, you have to go with it. That's right. Yeah. So good evening, everybody, to everyone that's in the chat. We have already got quite a few people in here by the looks of it. Saying hellos. First person I could see was Ray Cunningham. Then we've got Peter Ray in there as well. Just another little thing. YouTube came up with a little message saying that now when you watch this on playback, you'll be able to see the live chat, which is pretty cool. So
that's quite interesting.
Yeah, so people going through the live chat after the event can still see the
because you had been thinking about putting the
chat on the screen, that's right, like ads
so.
Does, because I kind of think that's quite good. So whenever you watch his chats you can see what was going on. The last one was brilliant because he didn't know there was no sound for 4 minutes.
I know, right?
Which was epic. He was just going on and it's brilliant, and you can see the chat going crazy saying no sound. But yeah, hi there. So hi to Ray, Peter, Karin's in the chat as well. So welcome to the channel. BCP is in here as well. So welcome. Richard Hale, Paul Mosley, Southwest Sellers, who says his now customary good evening, Bex, Alfie and the other one. So hi there, Southwest Sellers. Super duper crazy bargain hunter, that's a great name.
That's a good
Reseller
name.
Mum as well. Stu Mandry. Andrea's in the chat as well. Hi. Hello, Andrea. Epic Replays, Sir Thrifts a lot, Chrissy, Jennifer, loads of people. Welcome everyone. Indie Chick,
welcome.
Paul Shalver, Sunny Verma, and anyone that we've missed. Hi everybody.
Yeah, and sorry if we've missed anyone.
Yeah. Wow, I'm here. Romel cancelled my collection duties today and not a lot is happening with Romel, says Dave Rowland. So welcome Dave as well. Dave normally misses. And Alia I've just seen, and Steve has joined us as well. So
okay, happy chap. No, we haven't been suspended. It was actually a topic within I'm going to explain this within the chat group that come up. I think it was today.
Yeah.
And
so sorry if that disappoints you, but
our account is absolutely fine.
Yeah.
But Zahir and I wanted to discuss. Are you going to have to change it?
I don't know what would be. Give us an idea of a better title.
To you, it sounds like our account has been suspended, and it's not.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, if you guys can come up with a better title, because it's not our account. I was doing about account suspensions in general. Paul Calvert Reseller has a question and says, "Question: do you guys do FBA? If not, can I ask why?"
We do tiny amount, if you can call it doing FBA.
We have an FBA account.
Yeah. And
now and then I will send things to FBA.
And it sells occasionally.
And they tend to sell. We've got it's nothing up there now.
There's not much in there.
The only thing we sent up there recently were like Iron Man toys, which will probably sell out. And it's so I'm just thinking that we do FBA, we do like it, we don't do enough of it. I think we've discussed this before, but when you're doing anything really, you've got to kind of enjoy it.
And
this
is why we wanted to talk about it. So it's kind of like to give ourselves, a kick up the butt as well. Yeah.
Well, it's part of the topic tonight because it's the importance of diversification, and the account suspension bit we'll talk about as well. Chinwag 71, sleeping suspensions and the importance of getting up. Says, Well, I tell you what, right? The reason for this topic was because in the Tat Chat Facebook group, if you're not a member, we will be putting a link in the description, but also just go to Facebook and type in Tat Chat. Hopefully everyone in this chat is a member of the Tat Chat Facebook group. But in the Tat Chat Facebook group, someone posted up, I don't know whether they'd want to be mentioned or not, so we'll leave them out of it. But mention. Yeah, they posted up that they had a really hairy few moments where they had their account out of the blue suspended. They are a very good seller. They had no issues in terms of their overall selling, did they? And it was like almost like an admin error where someone picked up that they had too many what are they called? Too many items not received cases. And someone had counted like it was a clerical error almost, and even if it was an issue, the percentage of the error was so small in comparison with the amount of business they did. I mean, they said that they did about 600 parcels a week, so a tiny percentage of mistake, and suddenly their account got shut down. Chinwag 71, why I bought Bex a bunch of flowers this day. No, I bought her flowers because I love her. There you go. Yeah, I said it.
It was a very nice surprise.
Thank you. Yeah.
Anyway.
So that's why we wanted to talk about this topic, because a really good seller who's on top of their game, working really hard, out of the blue got suspended. And it was only because they had the kind of, I suppose, tenacity to keep on with this, with the situation, and not just pull all the hair out, because it would be quite stressful to wake up and find that your shop is suspended and all your listings have been removed. They managed to get in touch with like the CEO or something, or they got through to the PA of eBay's CEO, and the eBay CEO's PA in 10 minutes lifted the suspension. So it was a happy ending.
The short story is they actually kind of got it sorted. I do like Paul Calvert Reseller's idea of this title.
Go on, what was it?
Don't rely on eBay as your only income.
Yes, I think we're going to change it to that. That's a good idea. Yeah, we're going to change it to that now.
Can we change it?
Yeah. Don't rely on eBay as
changing of the.
Okay. Don't rely.
This is going to be really boring for you in the live chat right now.
A single platform, we'll call it.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, single platform, and the importance of diversification.
It's not so clickbaity now. There you go.
So that's a better title. Definitely, that's definitely a better title. We wanted to talk about this because we're all at risk like this. However, I wanted to put the kind of risk in context, because the risk is no greater. Oh gosh, is the picture gone now? Could you guys tell us if the picture's okay, because it's saying bad quality? It shouldn't be. Encoding overload. Consider turning down video settings. It is my computer. Hold on, guys. We're going to be back in a second.
We're just going to have to stop for a second.
Yeah. It's my computer's dying. Is that what it is? Yeah. All right, guys. We're back in just a second. We're just going to fix it because apparently encoding is overloaded. This computer's going to need an upgrade. I know it. Okay, let's see if this works.
Okay.
Oh no, we're back. It's still saying bad. Still saying it's bad. I don't know. No, it shouldn't be bad now. It should be okay.
Okay, we're trying.
Yeah, it should be okay now.
We've adjusted a few settings, so hopefully that it will.
Yeah. Working. That's better. Okay.
That's it. Okay. Right. Okay. So we'll carry on.
YouTube even knew the title was bad, so Southwest Sellers.
It was like, let's put an end to this.
Okay. Polar Check is there. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to fix this. I think I've got an issue with my my PC starting to struggle a bit encoding at higher resolution and at high bit rates. So I'm gonna. Maybe it needs a dusting. There's a lot of dog hair around. I don't know. Could be that. I don't know.
I'm not sure dusting will help.
No, I think so. Right. Okay.
Anyway.
Yes. So,
did we want to just run through a quick update of how we've been getting on this week?
Yeah, go on. Yeah, let's do that.
And then we'll get onto the
And then
topic.
we'll go into the topic. God, we're completely everywhere today, aren't we?
Or do you want to carry on?
Should we carry on?
We'll carry on.
Let's just carry on.
I'll stay out of it.
Should we carry on?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
No, it's up to you.
No, we'll carry on.
Okay. Like, I wanted to just discuss, like, you know, that how we are all reliant on one platform. A lot of us are reliant on one platform.
Yeah.
We do have oh yes, I missed a space in the title as well. Yeah, we do have FBA, but we are reliant on eBay. But a lot of people are reliant on one thing, and you know, that's why I said let's put it into context. Let's not over panic when you hear about someone getting suspended from eBay or someone getting booted off Amazon. I think it's important to remember that actually, that whilst that stuff happens and that stuff's really bad that it happens, it's important, I think, to remember that that can happen to you in your regular job as well. It happens.
So it's not necessarily just because we sell on eBay or sell on Amazon or whatever. You can actually put it into context of, say, you know, someone with their job. Yeah. Because they're reliant on that single income.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, depending on whether they've got a partner and whether they work and things like that. So
yeah, and that's why we do really try to force ourselves to at least keep Amazon FBA on the go, because sometimes, like, you know, just paying a subscription can force you to do some work to at least cover the cost of having a subscription. Andrea has just and Karen has actually put going to try Etsy this week, and Andrea just said I've been cross-listing on other apps this week, and I really do think that you know, it's one of those situations where you do have to just try to not over worry about it, because it's not likely to happen, but that's not to say that you shouldn't be prepared, you know, because things change, right? Things change. You know, it's really important. Okay, there's a couple of comments coming in. Simon says Zia had a ban in 2014, they never lifted it, and you could only sell again in 2016 once I could put in fresh details once I moved house 2 years later and put in a new telephone number and bank details. Yeah, I mean, if eBay or Amazon or one of these companies decide to ban you, they tend to ban your IP address, don't they?
Yeah, so it won't make a difference.
Yeah, and your account number, your bank account number and everything. And if you ever by accidentally or ever use one of those flagged things, they automatically ban you. So yeah, it's one of those situations where it's very arbitrary. They don't have that human touch. Like, for example, this lady on the chat group, she managed to speak to someone who actually had a look, and common sense prevailed, and within 10 minutes the suspension was lifted. However, it can be very worrying to know that all your effort, all this time that you're spending can go into that. But then there's another angle to this whole thing about multiple, you know, incomes and diversification. A lot of the times, why do people only do one thing? Think about it. Whether that's a job or whether that's eBay, what would you say? What's the reason why most people just do one thing? I'm putting you on the spot.
For me, it's because I can only concentrate on one thing at a time.
Okay. Well, that might be your problem, I suppose.
No, I do think it probably comes down to a bit of a time thing.
Yeah, time.
I think you're like, it's not true that I can only concentrate on one thing at a time.
Well, you said it. It's on.
No. Yeah. It's, I would say, more of a time factor.
Yeah.
I think sometimes you kind of like, for instance, today feels like our days run away from us, and I don't feel like I've done a great deal different other than doing a little bit of listing, doing a bit of post, and then that's about it. Yeah,
I mean, for example, people have jobs, right? And what does a job do? They pay you for your time, so they pay you like 8 hours. You know, to take 8 hours of your day, and then within that 8 hours you have to do whatever task and depending on the task, your pay will be high or low. But the baseline is they want 8 hours or whatever of your day, right? So that's 8 hours gone. And it's the same with eBay. Sometimes with eBay, you can end up in a situation where you're working really hard on eBay, and it can take a lot of time. Sourcing can take a lot of time. Testing, organizing, photographing, listing, packaging, shipping, customer service, all of this can take a lot of time. Now, if you're giving too much time to eBay, then automatically you're going to be in that situation where you're going to feel like you've got no time to learn something new or try something new. I mean, just like when you've got a job, I remember when I used to work and come home, as soon as I had finished from work, I'd be tired and I would have done my 8 hours or whatever, or 10 hours, and then I'd be tired and I'd be like, I just want to relax. Yeah. And I think that's what a lot of people do. I think that's the thing. So I suppose the key is whilst we're working for ourselves, we are masters of our own time apparently, but we're kind of not as well, because depending on how you're running your business, it can take up in a lot of cases more time than a regular job, right? I mean, a lot of you guys in the chat would probably say you do more than 8 hours a day on eBay, just because of the time it can take if you're really into this. So should we go into the chat and see what?
Yep, go for it.
Are you looking over at the? He's fast asleep, but you can still hear him. I don't know if you can still hear him. Okay. Hi, Nick's joined us as well. Lisa asks, why am I wearing a coat in the house? I've got the heating on, but I just like it. I like the coat, so I'm wearing it. It's my new coat, so I'm wearing it. Alia says, Z, you got some new garms, homie. Yeah, that's probably all it is. Yeah, because I've got new garms, so I'm just.
But he has got a feeler hoodie underneath.
I'm still rocking the old school feeler underneath. Don't know where it is.
There we go.
Yeah. Oh no, he's turned up. But yeah, I've actually got the heating on. It's actually warm, isn't it? That's why Rebecca's in a jumper.
Why I'm in a jumper.
But
and I'm not wearing a coat.
Yeah, but I like feeling,
You make it seem like it's a lot colder here than it is.
I know.
It's cold outside, but in here it's not cold.
Yeah. So.
When you did a video the other day with your coat and
I did.
Did you have your hat on as well?
I don't know. I may have done. Yeah.
It couldn't have been that cold.
I don't know. I just like it. Karen says Etsy is a different kettle of fish. No. Very slow in my opinion, and can only do vintage and craft items. Put hands up. It's easy when you do only one thing, sir, says Sib. Puts hand up. Well, I didn't mean it like a classroom, Sib, but okay. Because doing one thing breeds contempt and normality, says Adam, 3D Framer. Me too, Bex. I tried to start FBA and almost had a meltdown. FBA just confuses me. I leave that to you. Yeah. Don't I? And although I kept saying to you, I'll see if I can get involved in it a bit more. Yeah. I can't get my head around it. And I know I should be able to. Yeah. I think, I think if you've devoted a lot of time to something else, you've already got a fair few things on the go. Like, you're doing the eBay, and plus when you add up all the stuff you do around the house as well, it takes, again, a lot of time. And then, for example, you might decide that actually another stream of income for you might be to start a website or something. It takes a lot of time to start a website or a blog, or for example, if you wanted to build a Facebook page, or if you wanted to build a YouTube channel, or all these other ways that you can also earn income, extra income working from home. These are all, oh Jesus Christ, these are all things that, has he? Of course he has. Can't you? How's it got to me first? Oh, it doesn't like rank. You. That's why. You're just ranked. Oh yeah, I can smell it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I would say that it is really important to kind of really only give the right amount of time as the return, as the return kind of is worth, I suppose. Yeah. I mean, obviously, the more time you give, the better the return you'll get as well. So it is really not easy. This isn't easy. This is very complicated in a way, I think. And
are forever going back and forth on what we want to do.
Yeah.
When we look at the ways we want to change things.
Yeah.
No, Lisa, it's definitely the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the way we want to change things, we always go back and forth with it, don't we? So like, you know, having the 2 eBay stores, for instance, we always felt that we needed a backup just in case something did happen, and we keep, you know, I suppose that's why I've still got the store there, because I keep sitting there and thinking, well, you know, I've built something up to a certain point. I've put a lot of hard work into it. I don't want to let it go. But then, you know, it's the time aspect of it as well. With working on the main store and doing the second store, it is really quite tough to juggle the two.
Yeah.
Because obviously the main store is where my main focus is.
Yeah.
But then on the second store,
but the thing is, at the same time though, you're not going to build another income source,
because then I'm sitting there, you know.
Yeah. I mean, Nick says, I'm still on my own with FBA. Andrea's yet to get involved. A steep learning curve there for sure. I mean, I don't think if you're doing this as a partnership, I don't think you both have to be involved in everything that each other are doing.
As long as you're happy with the way things are kind of separated, and you feel like it's been divided evenly.
I don't think Amazon is necessarily like, it doesn't necessarily need for us both to be doing it. But I just find that it's sometimes it might just be the time that you feel you're putting into your main income source, because you rely on your main income source, don't you? So you rely on the eBay. In a lot of cases, eBay is going to be the main income source, and in our case, it certainly is. So yeah, I always find that. Risla Mum says, hope your neck is feeling better, Bex.
Oh, it definitely is this week. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Alfie's dropped an air bomb. Yeah. He has no tail, unfortunately, Adam. Peter says, my goal this year was 1 FBA box a week, been more like 1 a month, but I'm happy with that. Yeah, I mean, it's...
See, we barely even do that.
Yeah, we don't even do that. We're really random. We're like totally random.
Yeah, it's not even like once a month.
Yeah, it's
I wish it was, because then it'll, you know, it'll actually... Because when we do send stuff up, it is sells. Really, really nice, because it sells. But yeah, it's just, we need to do. But again, it's habit, isn't it? Because we're comfortable knowing we can bring money in with eBay. So what time we spend working, we spend on eBay. But when you do hear about things like people getting their accounts suspended, it just reminds you. It's just that reminder, that's all. The threat's always there, isn't it? Because like we said, even if you worked for a company, you can lose your job at any time, can't you? Yeah.
So it's really kind of, the threat's no different. It's not like it's heightened. It's not like eBay have become like more prone to banning people, or Amazon are more prone to banning people. It's not that at all. It's just you're reminded of it. If something happens to someone, you're reminded of it, aren't you? Yeah, absolutely. Andy GB says, okay, who smelt it dealt it. Yep, I suppose.
I was just laughing at Karen's comment. I hear snoring, Z. You asleep with your eyes open.
Very funny, Karen. No, it's not true. It was Alf. Yeah,
it's the dog. It's the dog.
Leanne. Oh, it's Leanne in the chat. Yes. Actually, it was Leanne that we're talking about, but we didn't know whether to actually, mention her name, because we didn't know whether she'd want that or not. So, but yeah, after yesterday's ban, my plan for this year is to open my own website. Way too risky to rely a whole income on eBay. That's just it. I mean, but the thing is, a website will take a lot of time and effort, but you'd have to do it as well. But the thing is, whilst you're getting that income from eBay, it's so difficult to then say, okay, this thing that's bringing me in so much income, bringing me in so much money, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it less time so I can focus on. And I think that's the hard part. That's where we struggle.
We're
kind
of getting to the point where once all of this horse stuff is listed, we're hoping that we can kind of just slowly keep the sales like ticking over with listing like the, I suppose, the rarer items, like the because we'll be back sourcing like at the boot sales and things like that.
Yeah.
He's decided your lap is way more comfortable.
Yeah, so I mean, that's the thing. That's what you have to, I think that's what we all have to do, is we have to, you have to split your time adequately so you can actually do more things in the day. Otherwise it's not going to grow. Like if you wanted to, for example, build if we wanted to build our YouTube channel, for example, right, say if we wanted to rebuild on our YouTube channel, we have to give it more time, but we kind of don't, because like we feel we give it enough time, but it will never grow more unless we give it more time. Or if we want to grow like FBA, for example, our inventory at FBA is really pathetic. It's really, there's barely anything up there. But the thing is, unless we actually spend time to do it and source for it, because you source different things for Amazon, unless we spend time to go out there and look for the stock or start sourcing for it. Even if I was sourcing online for it, you have to make the time for it, and it's just not easy to do. I mean, what were you about to say before I carried on?
Can't remember. It's gone. It'll come back at some point. Don't worry. There's probably nothing like major.
And Leanne says, my boyfriend's account was restricted too. He was registered to a different address, but because we use the same Wi-Fi, they banned his eBay too. Oh wow, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. They're very, very harsh when it comes.
Strict on that.
I mean, if for example, if I got banned, I think you'd get banned.
Yeah.
Just because we share the same.
We share the
because even though our PayPal's different, also we go to the joint, your PayPal and my PayPal, it's linked to our joint bank account.
Yeah.
So we'd both be banned. Oh, by the way, thank you for the super chat, Karin. Really appreciate it. Thank you for the chat, guys, says Karin. Really appreciate it. That is very kind of you. We never expect super chats, and when we get one, we're just like super happy. Wow. Lisa says, Bet, can I say how nice your hair looks?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Well, you did get it done today, didn't you?
Yeah, I did get it cut.
Yeah.
But it was more of a trim. I come back from the hairdressers and you said, oh, so what did they do today?
Yeah.
So, yeah, thanks.
Sib K says, I've set 1 day a week, Wednesday in my case, just to do FBA books. I don't do anything with eBay except dispatch orders from that day. That's a really good idea.
See, I think this is where we let ourselves down a bit, because we don't plan enough. We don't plan our days enough. And I've said to you, like a couple of times when we've been out walking, and I said, like, we need a meeting on Monday morning. We need to sit down and actually go through what we're going to do for the week, you know, and split it up and decide, do we need to go outsourcing, or do we need to go, just organise our days. And,
of course, and
split bits up.
I think that's the only way you can, spend time. Because if you think about it, like all of our eBay businesses, they've taken so much time to get to where they are and focus. And it's the same, I think, with anything else. Question: have you been walking in the snow? Will help with drag resistance when in normal weather, says Adam 3D Framer. We did walk. We went to the lakes, which was covered in snow, which was pretty epic.
We didn't get much snow here, did we? It was more like a dusting.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
But we did go up to Windermere, didn't we, to do a walk up
Lisa says, stop massaging the dog. It will fart.
Oh, he does it anyway, even if he stretches or moves.
Yeah.
You can't stop him.
Ryan asks, question, how have sales been this week on both stores for you? Not particularly good.
Yeah. Do you want to go to the main store?
Shall we?
You say the main store, and I'll talk about the second.
I mean, the main store has not performed like we would expect it to. So,
but we're still happy.
Yeah.
We're still happy with it, because we, overall for the month, we've still been really good.
So what I'll do is let me just show you. This is the last week, so you can see we're down a lot compared to what we would normally get. So we're 30% down from a year ago, which is pretty bad. That's from the 23rd of Feb to the 2nd of March. So that's like works out to be. That's what it works out to be, I think, actually. You know, I think that's right, isn't it? I think.
Is it?
Yep, 23rd of Feb to 2nd of March. Yeah, that's it. That's a week to week.
So a week.
Yeah. So yeah, because it's a shorter month, isn't it? So yeah, you can see our sales are down massively, 28% down from a year ago, but it's down from a week ago as well. We're not sure 100% what it's to do with, but we hadn't listed for a while.
Well, you have been doing a few bits and pieces, but it hadn't been in the volume that we normally do.
No. So, and also the other thing that I suppose would come into it is that we've had our handling time now for a couple of weeks set really low. I think we had it when we went down. I think it was around Valentine's week. We went down on Valentine's Day, so mid-February. We did. So since then, our handling time has been...
Well, mine, since the middle of February, mine's been on 5 days. I haven't moved it at all. Last week, I had hurt my neck, so I wasn't doing much work at all last week. And then this week, because of the snow, I decided not to adjust the handling time. So I left it at 5 days. Although this weekend, I am planning on kind of bringing it back down, because 5 days is just way too long. It doesn't need to be at 5 days.
I think the main store was on 5 days. And because of the recent bad weather, I just took it down to like 3 days. But I think handling time has affected the amount of sales we're getting. So those of us who are now blind from squinting, says Clicking. Oh, why is that?
For the graph.
Is it the graph? Okay, my apologies. Yes, it looks small. But we were just showing the sales have been down. So it was a bit of a shame. But it's been a combination of slow handling times. Also, the other thing, slow handling times. Obviously, we haven't listed. We've been on slow handling times for like a while now, and I think it does affect what we sell. I think it definitely affects what we sell anyway. I find that anyway. It might not affect every niche out there, but for like RC parts and whatever, people do for some reason expect it really quick.
They do.
And also I think the other thing is promotions. Like as soon as I've started a multi-buy promotion again, people have picked up, and that increases the sales a fair bit. So
so you know, main store.
That was the main store.
We're still pretty happy with that though.
I
mean, we're not,
it's okay.
I'm not stressed out by it. There are reasons behind it, so we know that it was bound to slow down.
Steve says, I have meetings with my wife every week. Are we still doing this relationship? And Mr. Diggs Deals, Adrian Wildig says, greetings are here, first time on your channel. Welcome, Adrian. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. So that was the main store. So do you want to talk about the second store?
The second store, I don't get that many sales on it. It's every few days, if that, and it's normally only 1 or 2. This week's been a little bit different because for some reason I've had a few more sales. So it's actually, I think for the week it's put me on just over £100. Which is fine with me because I don't touch that store at all. Other than to just do the packaging. Left it, haven't we? I really need to start working on it again. I keep
we kind of had a bit of no. You don't keep telling me.
I'm not having this discussion.
We had an argument just before coming live.
I'm not having this discussion right now.
Because. No, you said
no,
like
I'm still angry.
You're angry, but I was one telling you.
No, because then I go off shouting. I don't want to do the shouty thing.
Oh, you do shout, yeah. So, we had a bit of an argument about the second store.
Okay, so you're still gonna go there?
No, I'm just saying that that like Beck needs to spend a bit more time on it. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
So we had an argument about that. That's all.
I'll add it to my endless list.
I thought I was in your good books.
Yeah, that didn't last long. Yeah.
No? I think you felt you had a good day today.
Yeah, it didn't last long,
Okay. So my bag in the bad book.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Apparently people are having a bid on my jacket. Hillsman's offering me a £5 for it. Wow. I paid more than that. So no. It's not going to happen. I needed a jacket, so yeah. Righty then. Let's scroll down the chat. Wow, it's just gone. I think I've missed it a bit. Okay, Simon's gone in at £6. So, yeah, it does come, being a slow fober in general, but I suppose it's down to how much work you put in. Definitely, I mean, whenever we visit family down south, we tend to get really off track, don't we?
Yeah, so we always do. Yeah. It's always a struggle to get back into work when we go down south. But that's more down to...
It's more of an excuse, really, because we come back...
It is, and we should just be ready to go. Yeah. But for whatever reasons, we just...
Well, I mean, it was really weird because we went down south, we came back up, we were a bit tired, had a couple of days rest, then you hurt your neck, so you had another few days.
You were trying to keep going.
But it wasn't really, and I think the handling time especially is a bummer, but we'll get through it. We'll get through it. Right. Falling on a bruise, Andrea says, I had a good sale, bought a vintage Pyrex dish for 50p and sold it for £52.
Oh, wow.
I've never come across vintage Pyrex like that. That's amazing. That is an epic sale. Alia says, they suspended me once and I had to buy an account from the underground, made a fair bit, but in the end they kept the last 200 as I couldn't prove who I was anymore. I had to use alternative IPs. Wow, that sounds pretty hardcore. There are websites devoted to helping you set up stealth accounts, and there's like a whole business in that in itself, I think. Not that I would recommend it, because it sounds like a lot of headache. Royal Mail is practically at a standstill. Hermes actually had a day off. We noticed, we tried to order something from Amazon. We wanted to order some sushi making stuff for the kids, and Amazon Prime wasn't working. I think it wasn't next day, was it? It was like if we were to buy today.
What did I order last week? So
we ordered some stuff on Saturday and it came on Sunday. But then we tried to order something today on Friday.
Yeah.
And they were saying not until Monday.
Yeah.
And we could only assume it's because of the delay in the weather and whatnot.
Yeah, so
because
I'm gonna have to go to Sainsbury's in the end for that.
But yeah, I mean, like we were saying, the second store has been really good. We're not gonna have a fight. Leave Brittany alone. Sim. Yeah. Question: are you on the sofa tonight? As he asked. We're not having a domestic.
No, it's alright.
Beck gets wound up.
I do.
Yeah.
Particularly when you talk to me about the second store, because I feel really protective over it, and I wish I had more time to kind of deal with it. But at the moment, I'm struggling with it.
Yeah.
And you keep telling me to do stuff, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, look, you're really frustrating me because. How is it going to happen?
All I said was, how long does it take to start a sale?
Yeah, but you don't understand what I want to do with the store. And I've tried to explain to you what I want to do with it, and you're just,
Yeah. I like Steve's idea. Just give in, Z, you'll never win. Just say it in your head and win internally. Yeah, I think I might need to start having wins internally. No.
Okay.
No, it's fine.
You do that.
It's fine. Reselling UK with Luke says, I have a backup account just in case I ever get restricted. The thing with that reselling UK with Luke is...
It could end up affecting both accounts.
Yeah, you'd have to make sure you're using different routers with different IPs, different MAC addresses, different bank account, different everything. You can't have anything that syncs up, because if anything syncs up together, then you're done, basically. Right. Z will be sent to the garden shed for the night. Ryan's asking question, explain to us your idea for the second I'm not going there now. I think my son was banned on eBay, says Indie Chick, when he was at college, so age 18. Do they ever lift the ban, as he's now 24 and they still won't entertain him? It's really horrible, but sometimes they can just ban you and they won't, they will message you sometimes randomly. I think people have posted how they've randomly had their bans lifted, but it really is, it's difficult. I mean, the best thing you can do is contact them, but if they've banned you, then sometimes it can just be
it really depends on them, really.
Question here: I just bought a new food processor on eBay, arrived with me only to find it missing the chopping blade, did a return request and have been sent a postage label. Does it mean I don't pay the postage? That's right, Lisa. Yeah. The seller has just sent you a postage label so you can print it out and send it back. Peter Ray says Z wouldn't cope if Bex went bye-bye. Women always right. Okay. Caroline's popped in. Hi, Caroline.
Hi, Caroline.
Right. OZ, no, never. Oh, God. Best way to go to a mate's house and using his computer to set up a new account and then never access it again, and then only reaches after you've switched ISP and changed address. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the only way you can do it, is by going to a completely new address, new everything. My account was banned, but my second was still live. That's good, but sometimes they will sync the two. So yeah. Nick says, I'm liking the internal win idea. Yeah, I think so. I think it's something that I might work on. What?
Yeah.
What? Don't need to be like that.
No, it's fine.
No, there's no win. I'm not winning. It's not about winning.
It's not about winning.
No,
You're
it's
right.
not. Exactly.
It's so not about winning.
No, it's not. It's not about winning. It's not. I was just joking.
Good.
Yeah. Right.
Good.
Okay.
Thanks.
Question: are you guys working on weekend, like weekdays? What are the plans this weekend?
He's done
it again. What are the plans this weekend?
I'm probably not working tomorrow because I've got plans to do things with the girls.
Yeah. Yeah, because we were meant
Sunday
to be going
might
on.
be completely different because you were meant to be out this weekend. So
but
my plans are still going to go ahead, and I'm still going to do my bits and pieces that I wanted to do with the girls.
I'll probably just lock myself in
which
here.
was just movie and
I'll just be in here.
Making some food and stuff.
That's alright, isn't it? It's just to be in here.
You can just lock yourself in here.
Yeah, play some RCs.
I'll check on you occasionally.
You don't have to.
Depends on how much I like you.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Okay. Wow. Best way to avoid banning is to be really good, says Megapixel.
Yeah.
That is, but sometimes things
sometimes it's
do
out
happen.
of your control.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is out of your control.
Found a Gadgia MDF coffee grinder, says Sunny Verma, in a bargain bucket. Guy wanted £5 for the machine and 10 for the cups. He didn't have a clue. Yeah, well, that's a good pickup then, Sunny. Right. My neighbour's wife left him this week, says Stu. She popped out for some milk and never came back. I asked him how he was coping. All right, he said, I've been using the powdered stuff. That's epic, Stu. Thank you. Peter Cummins says, Nick speaks, Z gets the plane. Classic. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Right. Planning to go to a couple of jumbles tomorrow, says Simon.
You didn't say whether you were going to be working over the weekend.
Oh, am I going to be working? I probably will. Yeah. But like when I say working, I've got a few minor things to do, like a few bits of listing, but shouldn't take me too long. Mm-hmm. I don't think we're going to be going out sourcing or anything because the weather's been so bad, and like we normally have
but
it's the cold though, isn't it? I think people get put off.
Yeah.
The wind has been bad. We lost
night.
The felt roofing on our shed.
Yeah.
That got blown off. And we went for our normal walk today. Like the amount of trees that were just we had some severe wind yesterday.
Because we've got like a nice little river that runs through
the
town, haven't we? And we normally walk along there. And we walked along there this morning, and there was like these trees down, and
it was crazy.
It was pretty bad last night.
It was, I mean, like trees and everything. It was just crazy. Yeah.
But other than that,
but it was funny at the Thursday market. There's just like one lady.
One lady turned up. Didn't she?
I mean, she was hardcore. No one else turned up.
Yeah.
Ray says, "Here, that means you're feeding yourself tomorrow." Nah. Well, I mean, I can always get kebab. I'm alright with that. Sib says, lots of snow, but there's an auction tomorrow. Might be an opportunity to clear up. Also, the potential to crash and die. So there's that. Says Sib. Yeah, I mean, you have to weigh up the pros and cons there, Sib.
You've got to stay safe.
Yeah. Lisa says, I'm shocked we've actually had any snow in Devon. We're almost tropical down there compared to the rest of the UK. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing how the weather is just... It's had a real vicious kind of bite in its tail, hasn't it?
Even here, like, people get really surprised when we do get a bit of snow.
Yeah.
Because it's in, like, around us tends to kind of get snow, but where we are...
Yeah, where we're like in the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah, it just
but
if
we went out on the main roads,
then if we go on the main roads,
enough,
then we kind of come across it. So we tend to stay quite local, don't we, when it's like this?
Yeah, exactly.
Don't go too far.
Who doesn't enjoy 8 inches? Gary says, Sib. Oh wow. Okay. Oh, a lot of snow talk.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go out anymore in this weather. If I see one more Ashes, there's going to be some violence, says Al. Oh, the Ashes DVDs, man. To be honest, we've not been in a charity shop for so long, like to look for stock. So I'm sure there's plenty of Ashes DVDs around.
Yeah, we go up to our tip shop every
so often. Yeah, we're at the tip shop. Yeah. I'm sure they've probably got the Ashes DVD. Probably.
We'll have to check.
Yeah, I have to check.
We'll have to check.
Yeah, I have to check.
Probably do, actually.
Claire King says, I bought sourced a dress from eBay, paid $150 plus postage. 3 days into a 7-day auction, it's had 8 bids and 389 views. I'm so pleased I didn't have to leave the house. Got to love reselling, says Claire. See, that's the thing. There's so many ways of doing it when the weather's bad. You don't have to go out, do you? So, it's not necessary. Dave Rowland says, Zahir, Frozen River, RC track. The river does have frozen bits, but I would not be taking an RC out onto that.
It doesn't look like it's very, it looks like anything goes over.
Yeah, exactly. My little grandkids love the snow, says Lisa. First time they've seen snow, their dad got a sledge and spent time pulling them up and down the street. So many squeals of delight, and that was just me.
That's so cool.
It is cool. Our kids they're not fussed, are they?
No,
they're just not fussed.
I mean, when they were young, like when we were living down south and we got a fair bit of snow one year, we went outside and we took them outside. We were like, come on, let's go play in the snow. Within 5 minutes, they were cold and wanted to
come back in. Yeah, no, our daughters have got other interests.
Yeah,
like in the style of Snape.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Oh, yeah. We can't,
Question, why isn't offers on the R8? I want to make a 5 a.m. bid. Nasty reseller says, right?
And that's why there's no
That's why there's no offers on it. There is actually someone selling one pretty cheap. Yeah. $495.
Yeah, we're going to hold on the price.
Well, he's previously accepted £400 and no one actually paid up, I'm guessing. So you should make him an offer of £400, he'll accept it. You'd be able to sell the spares for more. Like if you split it, I mean, part of me wants to break it down and sell it, but I can't do that. It's too nice a car. Right. Are you guys selling Ashes DVDs on eBay or Amazon? Asked Sunny. Sealed, I hope, Sunny, says Dave. We've not sold any Ashes DVDs, but yeah, people do sell them and do okay.
But no.
Oh, so cool. Hubby is selling a rare G-Shock watch from Japan. It's up to £360, 26 watches, says Karen. I love G-Shock watches. Oh, I love them. I want to get like a green one. They do these okay.
Well, why did you want to get a green one? Go on, explain this.
If you see Lil Wayne in the in the Motto video with Drake, he's wearing the sickest like neon green G-Shock. I just love that watch.
You kept saying to me, Craig, I'm going to get this watch. I'm going to get this watch.
Oh, amazing. So it's from the Motto video. Yeah, I'm not ashamed to admit it. I think it's super cool. But yeah, I'd love that watch.
Yeah.
Okay. Z, I hope you put snow tires on all your RCs, Simon. We're, like I said, we're not too bad for snow up here.
Yeah, we're alright. We're okay.
But yeah. Right. Just going down the chat a bit more. Z is a Thunder Tiger Jaguar 2TD a good RC car thing? 2 channels, I believe, says Sib. Thunder Tiger Jaguar 2TD. It depends on how much they're asking for it, Sib. But you know, like it really depends what they're asking for it. I mean, it will have resale value definitely, but it's just, you know, how much are they asking for it.
Tom's popped into the chat.
Tom's popped in, and so has Texas Gal Treasures Margaret.
Oh, hello, Margaret.
Hi there. So good to see you. Z, the beard is godlike. Yeah, I'm just growing it, man. Just growing it more because I can't bother to shave. It's not like it's just lazy. It's just laziness, really. Just laziness. All right. Alia says there's too many fake G-Shock. Z, beware. Also, maybe a good thing. You'll have to learn to spot the fakes. Yeah, I can imagine there'll be a lot of fakes. I'd want to get it from a legit source. But yeah. The face hair is back, says Tex. I suggested Ellen go out sledging with her friends tomorrow, and her response was, no, I'm not leaving the house. She arrived home looking like a snowman today, says Andrew. Oh gosh, sounds horrid. God. Thunder Tiger, what's the maximum I should pay? £30 okay, says Sib. It depends on the condition, Sib, but if £30 sounds good, you should. £30 sounds pretty risk-free. You should do okay with a 30. Is it a nitro? Is it electric? But you know, is it complete? Does it have the transmitter? But yeah, £30 you should do okay. I don't know what you'd be able to get resell, but you should at least be able to make your money back. But I need to know more about it really. But yeah, £30 sounds good. I think there'd be a profit in that, definitely. Depending on whether it's nitro, depending on whether it's electric, the condition of it. Condition obviously, you know, affects things, whether it's all working or not. Stu says G-Shock watches designed for scuba diving, mountain climbing, adventure types, worn by fat blokes down the pub. I love G-Shock watches. I think there's nothing wrong with them.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who wears. You know, it doesn't matter who wears them really. Does Bex like the beard? Asked Tom. Do you like the beard?
It's alright.
It's alright.
Yeah.
You haven't complained.
No.
You haven't. Normally she complains like anything.
That's just normally though, isn't it?
It's normally. Oh, okay. No, you know what I mean. You don't normally. She's got the right hump. You can tell on her face, like, just like smiling, like, yeah, I hate you. No.
No.
Okay. Mr. Diggs says, shame I'm not selling brass balls. I know a few monkeys looking for this. It is very cold. When's the next head shave, says Simon. I don't know. I don't think I'm doing one. And Steve says, yeah, my beard is 3 years worth of laziness. Like I said, my only issue with the beard is when I'm eating food. You know, like when I'm eating burgers and things, it just annoys me a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep, my hubby is Chubby Law. He gets lots of comments when he wears it though. Thanks Z. Won't pester you more about but it's in okay to good condition. I'd say £30 sounds good, Sib. You know, you should be able to do fine with it, to be honest. I think there will be profit in it. Thunder Tiger cars can fetch decent money. Not all of them, like with everything, there's certain ones which are going to be more popular, some
just
not
make
so.
Sure you do,
yeah, have a look at some completeds, but I think it sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be pretty comfortable. I'd be pretty happy paying £30 for an RC, a hobby grade RC car. Worst comes to worst, if you wanted to, what you could do is if you get the PDF manual, you should be able to literally break that car down and sell not into every little piece, but what you can do and make good money is by breaking down some of the main parts. So, for example, if it's a nitro car, you can sell the engine, you can sell the exhaust pipe. You can sell the fuel tank, you can sell the front diff, the rear diff, you can sell the if it's got a center diff, I don't know, you can do that. You can sell the wheels if they're in decent condition, you can sell the arms, you can, you know, and do okay with it. And if the shell's in good condition, that'll do fine as well. So and you'll make a lot more than 30 quid doing that, trust me. Loads more. Thanks. Okay, so look. Oh gosh, Tom, why wouldn't Bex like it more? The more tickly, the better, says Ryan's bad man. She likes the beard. It's just the bloke it's attached to. She doesn't like, says Barry. Very funny, Barry.
Yeah.
A hug and makeup or no dinner tonight, says the husband. Sorry, didn't mean to cause an on-air domestic, says Tom. We'd already started, Tom.
No, it's alright.
Yeah.
It started a lot earlier on in the chat.
Yeah, it started before
Don't
the
worry.
chat, actually. Didn't it, really?
It did.
Zara did diffuse the situation.
Oh,
Our daughter
yeah.
loves making little videos, and she's made the funniest video. We're obviously not going to be uploading it,
No,
but we can tell you what it is.
We won't upload it.
Yeah, she made this video called like she watches loads of YouTubers or
Yeah.
whatever, but she's made a video called "What's in My Handbag," but she's done it in the style of Professor Snape from
Yeah.
Harry Potter, and she's a legend, isn't she?
Yeah.
Bless her. And
It is so
she came
funny.
in just as Beck was shouting at me like full volume. So yeah, no, I want people to
Full
know.
volume.
Yeah. Right, I was like in the corner just trying to get away from the volume, but it just travels. But anyway, Zara came in and she diffused.
Were you holding your ears? Because it was that
I just wanted
bad.
it to stop, really.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then Zara came in and diffused the situation with amazing little video. Claire says Bex needs wine. I recognise that look. I've seen it in the mirror. I will definitely be going out and getting a bottle of her favourite wine as soon as the chat ends.
Yeah.
Oh, Fake Rachel's joined us as well.
hello.
Hi there. So yeah, stand up Bex and show up the top. No, stroke the beard. No, ice cream is a pain with a pain. Says Tom. Beards and white vests. Oh God Almighty, where's this chat going?
Oh, Margaret's saying Zara must upload it. Do you know what? If she uploads it, obviously
Yeah.
we will share it.
Yeah. Oh,
But
it's so hilarious.
We
It's
can't do it without her
really
permission
funny,
because
but
it
we've
is
never-
just
yeah.
so.
We
Honestly.
might ask if we can share it with you, Margaret.
Yeah, if
like,
we
privately,
can
because
share
it's
it-
so funny.
yeah.
But yeah, she's a legend.
Then we'll do that, but we'll see.
Right. Sibs, what's going on here? Question: what is the RC Hall turnover up to currently on your spreadsheet? Asked Ryan.
Have you fully updated it?
It's not fully updated, but it's almost up to date. We are at least on 11k now of turnover. I'll see if I can bring up the spreadsheet. So, yeah, this is the. I don't even like showing this spreadsheet because it's an embarrassment to spreadsheets. It's like the worst spread.
I have nothing to do with this spreadsheet. If this was my spreadsheet,
I didn't want it to be like this.
Yeah, it wouldn't even exist like this.
No, I didn't want it to be like this, guys. But it's just how it
is
ended
what
up.
It is.
It is what it is. I'll show you for a laugh anyway.
Yeah.
I'll show you for a laugh. Why not? There you go. Here you go. So this is the spread.
Do you want?
Yeah.
Oh no, we're
Yeah.
okay down there.
Oh
You
no,
don't need to
I
see
can
that.
move
That's
us. I can
fine.
move us. There you go.
That's
Just move
fine.
us. There you go.
There we go.
So this is the spread. It's not even a spreadsheet. It's the worst thing in the world. It's basically a list. I just started it and it just grew and grew and grew. It was one of those things where it just grew and grew and grew.
It does what
Yeah.
you need it to do, though, doesn't it?
Was our very
Kind
first
of.
sale from the first haul was on the 1st of September.
Yeah.
And then our last sale that I've recorded is on the 27th. So it's not up to date because obviously we've sold stuff. But we've turned over at least £11,000 now. It's at least because there's certain bits that I've been selling on Amazon, which are like the Iron Man toys, which came as part of the haul. That's not included.
Yeah, that's not included in that.
And also we're not including like postage in some of this. Some of the items will, but some of them won't. But because I've sold a lot of international stuff, and that obviously we haven't included the international postage in that either. So turnovers on like 11k, which is crazy from 3,600. So we're super pleased with that. The second haul is doing well as well. The second haul is doing much better. Nick says can't be any worse than my hand scrawled ledger of my car parts salesy. Nick, I bet you the hand scrawled ledger is better. It's just that, because the thing is, a spreadsheet's meant to be so much better than this. Like, but yeah, it's just better. Yeah. There's loads to sell.
Yeah, there is a lot.
The second haul is doing really well.
Yeah.
The second haul is we've only sold 5 or 6 items, and that's already done £1,000 in sales plus shipping.
Yeah.
And I've completely done separate shipping on that one. But you know, that one's a lot fewer items but higher value. So you know, so far we're really happy. Okay, what's going on here? Z, how long have you been reselling for? Asked Mr. Diggs Deals. About 3 years now, I'd say. Mr. Diggs Deals, about 3 years.
Is it?
Yeah. What would you say? It's less or more?
I think it's longer.
Longer. Might be longer. 3 to 4 years, maybe. Yeah, 3 to 4 years. By the way, Steve, if you're still in the chat, how funny are those Randy Orton TKO videos on YouTube? Please message or comment, or Dave Rowland as well. You're into your WWE, and Ryan, you might be. Those Andy Orton, is it Randy Orton? Randy Orton TKO videos on YouTube are the funniest things I've seen recently. They just make me laugh so much. I just wanted to put that in there. The ones where he just TKOs people is so funny. Yeah. And Peter Ray might know about those as well. Okay. Right. Let's have a look. People talking about Insta. Oh, and Karen asking Ryan how he puts the time on his vids. Is that like the stories, isn't it? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Wow, we have actually managed to go over 8 o'clock again.
Oh.
Okay. Alia says, question Z, what is the tip shop? What do you mean by that?
Oh, it's at our local recycling kind of place where we can drop off our bits and pieces that don't work
It's
anymore.
Our local recycling centre. They also have a little shop.
A little shop where they sell donations. It's like a charity thing, isn't it?
Yeah. So, Steve says, oh, the out of nowhere videos, and Ryan says those are old news now. They may be old news,
but you've only just discovered them.
Yeah, I've only just discovered them. I just come across them and they are so funny. I love them. Andy Orton is Randy's brother, says, is he? Are you taking the mic? It's not. It's Randy. Yeah, it's not Andy and Randy, sure.
You're so bad with names.
Yeah. Oh man alive.
Oh gosh.
Right.
What can you say?
Now.
Anyway, shall we?
We've wasted enough of your time, guys.
I think we have, because the last 15 minutes we haven't. Well, we have kind of talked about reselling, haven't we?
Yeah, a little bit.
Little bits.
Yeah. Oh, Ryan says, question: why do you leave us at 8 p.m. every Friday? Well, there's only so much you guys can take, man. I mean, we have to think about you guys. Yeah, it's only so much. Big King Wheeler Dealer Tap Feeler says, I'm watching the stream from the start. Just got to the bit with the dog fart. Nice. Brilliant. Yes, taking the mix, says Mr. Diggs. Yeah, I thought so, yeah. Right.
I don't know.
Only Americans would call their kids Randy, says Barry. Oh gosh. Anyway, good night, James Khan, aka is here, says Ed.
Okay, right, we are gonna go.
Yeah. See you guys later.
Right.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Oh, now I've got.
Now we've got to do the thing where we're still here.